This channel is supported by TrueFire. TrueFire is an online library of lessons from some of my favourite players. There's thousands of lessons on there. You can use the promo code JNC40 to get 40% off of any of their courses.
Okay, to be honest with you, I'm not the biggest fan of fuzz in general, and especially on the Helix, some of the fuzzes in there I don't really ever use. I don't think I've ever used one live. However, with the new update, they added this dark Dove Fuzz, which is based on a Russian Big Muff, and I think it sounds incredible, so I just wanted to do a video about that, and why I think it's the best sounding fuzz in the Helix for me. If you want the tone that you heard in the intro, it will be up in the Gumroad folder. If you want to support the channel in that way, then Gumroad is the place to grab my presets if you want them. Cheers.
Okay, so the Dark Dove Fuzz. These are based on, well, this model is based on the green Russian fuzz, called that because it was made in Russia by Russians, and it's a fuzz pedal. I think Sovtech, all of that sort of stuff, and they were styled after a tank, all that sort of stuff. Anyway, so I think I really like this fuzz pedal. It's definitely got this kind of dark thing going on. The only other fuzz pedal that I think I like as much of this is maybe the Arbitrator fuzz face. Now, generally you want your fuzz first in the chain, and probably this auto in Z thing. For me personally as well, on the global settings, I tend to have this set up in this way. So the auto in Z is the first one, so that when you have the fuzz bypassed, it's not getting in the way of your clean tone. So this is kind of the clean. All we got going on the line 6 Elmsley, you notice that that's kind of already breaking up a little bit. 7.1 the drive, everything else at 5, and the negative feedback off. Then that's going into the 1x12 open cast and the 1x12 open cast, the 67 condenser into a plate reverb into a dynamic hall. But anyway, the point really is that you want to maybe try starting with something sort of breaking up rather than pristine clean, otherwise fuzz can get a little bit ugly. Now, I really like this basically on stock settings as well, so I'm using a Strat for this part. If you try this without the impedance stuff doing its thing, I think it still sounds pretty awesome. I know a lot of people think that, or say that you have to have this impedance stuff working to get the best out of these fuzzes, but I think more important is to have an amp which is going to be receptive to the fuzz rather than the impedance thing, because basically all the impedance is doing is letting a certain amount of high end through or not. So that's my opinion on that. This can clean up a little bit. If I wanted to clean up more, I'd set the tone higher. Another thing I like to do with these fuzzes is have more level and less fuzz. But I think it's got a really cool sound wherever you set it. One of the things about these Russian fuzzes is that they push the mids a bit more than a traditional fuzz, and then in that way you kind of don't have so much of this fight of this mid scooped kind of fuzzy tone. It's just the other shout out might be to this arbitrator. Also got a really cool sound, I think. And really cleans up. But I think the dark has a really nice feel to it as well. Just has a really great feel to it. It works really well with single coil. If you want this preset, I'll drop it into the folder. Gumroad will be the place to grab it, and now I'm going to do some more jamming with the fuzz pedal. I hope you dig the Dark Dove Fuzz as much as I do. It just sounds great. It didn't take long to really find that this fuzz pedal just works really well.